How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to take a look at how to purchase the CAKE token on PancakeSwap. This is one of the newest yield farming sites out there, and it is one of the largest on the Binance Smart Chain. I've been trading CAKE for a couple of months now, started back in March or April of 2021, and it has netted quite a bit of profits for us. Today, I'm going to show you how you can purchase the CAKE token and then further stake it into the CAKE pool to earn passive income in the form of interest. My name is Sugar, and you're watching Token Tutorials.
All right, so what exactly is PancakeSwap? Well, PancakeSwap is a decentralized exchange built on the Binance Smart Chain. It's basically a faster and inexpensive alternative to SushiSwap or Uniswap. PancakeSwap basically enables their users to swap between cryptocurrency assets by tapping into user-generated liquidity pools. We're going to be taking a look at those pools here shortly, but I wanted to highlight here the difference between Uniswap, SushiSwap, and PancakeSwap. Uniswap was the original DeFi liquidity pool, and it was built on Ethereum. SushiSwap was a fork of Uniswap, and it has now become a hub for token swaps, farming, and crypto lending and borrowing. And then we have PancakeSwap. PancakeSwap is basically a Uniswap clone that is built on the Binance Smart Chain. PancakeSwap uses the native token CAKE, and their holders who stake CAKE can receive syrup in return. This syrup entitles the holders to rewards further paid back in CAKE. The article continues after this, going over a little bit about how it's cheaper and faster than the Ethereum network, and then it goes into how to use the PancakeSwap and DeFi platform. I'll have a link to this article in the description because I feel like it does a really good job at explaining what PancakeSwap is and how it differs from the swaps currently out there on the market. I do want to point out this one little section here real quick that I didn't highlight though. PancakeSwap is basically just faster and cheaper than Uniswap because it's built on the Binance Smart Chain instead of the Ethereum mainnet. Using BEP20 tokens instead of ERC20 tokens is a lot cheaper from a fee aspect, and there's a lot less volume on the Smart Chain compared to the Ethereum mainnet, so that allows for faster transactions. But with that being said, let's move into how to actually purchase CAKE and how to stake it on PancakeSwap. I find that it's easier to do this from your phone using the Binance app and Trust Wallet, but you can also opt to use a desktop computer by using Metamask. Going to pancakeswap.finance, you can see here is the main page. We can go over to the trade section and further click on exchange, and that'll open up the swap function of PancakeSwap. This is where we can actually take our BNB and swap it to a different currency, like we will see when we change our Binance coin over to CAKE. And down here we have our liquidity farms and liquidity pools. Liquidity farms take a 50-50 split of 2 tokens and open you to impairment loss. For that reason, I prefer going to the pools and just simply using either the AutoCAKE or ManualCAKE liquidity pools. These pools only use CAKE as your principal token and pay you back in CAKE. They're a little bit simpler and easier for people starting out, and they still generate crazy high APY. Now you can also choose to use your CAKE tokens to stake, but earn a different coin in return. We will earn 84% of our CAKE value that we put into the contract back every year in the form of GUM token. This can be a way of getting new tokens pretty cheap and easy. WEX was a coin that we did the very first token tutorial on, as well as WEX Poly, and it's another similar platform to PancakeSwap. It's actually based off of PancakeSwap, to be honest. But you can see here, just by going to AutoCAKE, which automatically restakes your CAKE as you earn it, you can simply hit enable and then deposit the amount of CAKE that you want. Let's take a look at how this actually looks in real life with purchasing Binance coin and then moving on to purchasing CAKE and further staking it on PancakeSwap. Again, this will be done on my phone using BinanceUS as the exchange for purchasing Binance coin, and then using Trust Wallet. You could opt to use crypto.com or any other method of purchasing BNB and then just transfer that into Trust or Metamask and continue on in the same process. Regardless of how you get your Binance coin, the process will be the same after that. Essentially transfer it into your soft wallet, and then we can move on to the PancakeSwap using the dApps browser. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and open your BinanceUS app. Make sure that you have US dollar in there beforehand that has had time to settle so that you can transfer it off of BinanceUS. I used $30 or so left over from a recent trade to purchase 0.1 BNB. You can purchase BNB by just simply searching for the BNB USD pair and hitting the buy button. That'll bring you up to this screen where you can either place a market or limit order to purchase the amount of BNB that you're looking to buy. After that, we'll open up our Trust Wallet app and we'll get ready to transfer over the BNB. This is really easy. Simply just click on the BNB logo. That'll bring you to this screen where we can hit the receive button, and what that'll do is give us our address. We're going to want to copy our address for the receive and not the send. Keep in mind it's going to be different numbers for each. And only send BNB to this wallet. If you accidentally send a wrong coin to this, it will disappear. As you can see, clicking on receive brings up this QR code, and below it is our address. You can hit the copy button below it and it will copy it to your phone's clipboard, or you can just write it down. Now keep in mind, this is your public code. It's okay to share your receive code with other people. If you wanted to send me some BNB, there's the account. It would be much appreciated. All joking aside, it's okay to share that number. We can copy that and then head over to our Binance app. Now that we're back over in our BinanceUS app, we're going to want to click on our BNB coin. You'll notice at the top we have two options, to deposit or to withdraw. Obviously, we're going to want to take funds out and put it into our Trust wallet, so we're going to click on withdraw. This will bring up how much BNB we want to pull out. Now, you're not going to want to hit the max button, and the reason is because every single transfer takes a tiny amount of BNB for fees. You're going to want to leave a little bit left over for these fees to clear, because if they don't and it exceeds your transaction value, the transaction will fail and just cancel out. So I always leave a tiny little bit aside for fees. In this example, I have a little over 0.1 BNB in my account. We can see up here it's around 0.104. Simply leaving this excess 0.00003437 would be plenty, but I just transfer over the 0.1 and leave this tiny minute amount in my account for fees. So what we'll do is we'll just cancel that back a little bit and we'll send 0.1. We'll copy over our BEP20 address, and you can choose to place a memo if you would like. Go ahead and hit preview withdraw, and that'll bring you to the actual withdrawal screen. At this point, we're going to want to triple and quadruple check that our address is correct. Now, it should be, because we just directly copied it to our clipboard, but it never hurts to double check. You can reopen your Trust wallet and reference like the first 5 and the last 5, especially if it's just a small amount. You don't need to write down and look at the whole thing, but it's definitely something to note. Make sure you're sending to the right address, and make sure that you have enough fees to cover your actual transaction. After that, it'll ask for your 6-digit authentication code, which it sends to your phone. Go ahead and put that text message code in, and we can move on to the next step. Once you get your 2FA submitted, it'll bring you to this screen where it shows withdrawal pending. What this means is that Binance sent you an email with a confirmation link. This is a secondary confirmation. What you're going to have to do is open that email on the actual device that you're trying to do the trade in. So if you're doing this on your phone, you have to open your email on your phone and click the link that they send you. After you click the link, the transaction will finally start to process. We can see here's the email that they send us, and all you have to do is just click this confirm withdrawal button. It doesn't hurt to also double and triple check your address yet again. Notice the red text. Please check the withdrawal address letter by letter. We'll hit confirm, and what that'll do is actually submit the order and finalize it. It'll take about 30 seconds to a couple minutes, depending on how busy the network is, to actually let that order go through. But once that is done, we can actually check our Trust wallet and see if the funds are there. We'll notice that if we use the Binance app and click on our Binance coin, that we have a pending withdrawal. The pending is noted by this yellow dot right here. We can click on that to see the status of it, and it usually won't stay pending for long. Now we can open up our Trust wallet and click on Binance coin. We can see that the transaction went through and our 0.1, which ended up being 0.099 after fees, successfully was received. Now that we have our BNB in Trust wallet, we're going to want to convert it over from just regular Binance coin to the Binance Smart Chain coin. This is incredibly easy to do, and all you have to do is click on the More button. Doing so will bring up this menu, and it gives us a couple options. You can see this is where we can directly stake our BNB on Trust wallet if we wanted to earn interest on BNB, similar to what we will be doing with CAKE. That's not what we want to do though. We want to actually hit swap to Smart Chain. That'll just simply convert our BNB over to Binance Smart Chain. And as you see here, it brings up the Trust Wallet swap feature. This is one that you can do 100% on. You're not going to have to worry about maxing out fees and having the transaction cancel. It's going to be a one-to-one swap. You can see I just hit 100% here, and you can hit confirm transaction. That'll bring you up to the confirmation page. Now you can see there is a network fee, but it is going to bring it out of your end total because it's just a one-to-one swap. We don't have to actually worry about it canceling it. And you can see when we refresh our BNB coin page on Trust Wallet, it should revert to 0. That's because all of our Binance coin has been now converted to Smart Chain. And we can see that right here. You can click on the BNB Smart Chain coin and bring up the confirmation page if you would like. But with that being said, we are ready to move on to the next step, and that is actually purchasing the cake. So what we're going to want to do now is just exit back to our main wallet page in Trust Wallet. And from this point, you can either choose to continue on the phone, which is what I recommend just because we're already there, or you can move on to your computer and use Metamask if you have a linked Metamask and Trust Wallet. If you are going to be using the Trust Wallet, what we're going to want to do is go down to dApps and open up our dApps browser. That'll bring us to this page, and as you can see, PancakeSwap is already in my history, but if it isn't for you, you can just simply enter PancakeSwap.finance up at the top here, and that'll bring you to the main page that I showed you at the beginning of the video. Alright, so now that we're on the PancakeSwap main page, the first thing that we're going to want to do is connect our wallet. You'll notice up here at the top that we have a Ethereum logo, and that's because our Trust Wallet by default is set to the Ethereum mainnet. You're going to want to switch this over to Binance Smart Chain so that we can actually connect our wallet. This can be done by clicking on that Ethereum logo and then selecting the Smart Chain. Once you do that, your wallet should automatically connect, but if it doesn't, you can click Connect Wallet and browser inject your Trust Wallet or MetaMask directly into the dApps browser. You can see it auto-populated a little bit of cake left over in my wallet from trading a few weeks ago. Now that we actually have our wallet connected though, we can go ahead and click on the 3 buttons on the side. That'll bring up the area where we can go and actually get our CAKE token. We do that by clicking on Trade and then further clicking on Exchange. That'll bring us over to the swap function, and you can see our balance has been populated with the correct amount of BNB in our account. From here, we're going to want to select the currency that we want to swap to, with that being CAKE. There's tons of different currencies that you can choose to swap into, but the focus of this video will be the CAKE token. You can simply search for CAKE up here or click it down there. But I just wanted to show you that there is a good amount of tokens that you can swap into. From there, you're going to want to type in how much BNB you want to actually convert. Now, this is like the first transfer that we did where you are going to want to leave a little bit of excess left over in case of fees. Now, for me, I only originally wanted to do 0.1 to begin with, and I have a balance of 0.11 and some change, which is plenty. So I'm going to choose to use 0.1 BNB to swap into 2.16818 CAKE tokens. You can see the price is currently 0.046 BNB per cake, and the slippage tolerance is 0.8%. Slippage is going to be a form of fees. We can also see down here the minimum cake that we will receive is 2.15 cake. So even though we may have 0.16 over here in our estimated, our minimum is guaranteed to be at least ending in 0.15. The price impact of the fees is less than 0.01%, and the amount of BNB actually given to the liquidity providers for processing your swap is a minuscule amount of BNB, as we can see. After that, go ahead and hit the swap button, and that'll bring us up to the confirmation page, which basically shows us everything that we saw just before. Go ahead and hit confirm and approve it with your Trust wallet. The transaction submitted, and we can open up the actual details of the transaction on BSC Scan. This will show us the transaction hash, which is essentially like the note that is written of your transaction in the blockchain. It'll tell you what block it is in and the timestamp, as well as the to and from addresses, the values, and the transaction fees. If we go back to our Trust wallet, we can see that our Pancake token has been added. If you do not see your PancakeSwap token here, simply go ahead and click on these bars up in the top right corner and search for Cake. That'll allow you to enable viewing of the Cake token and place it into your Trust wallet. Now that we have the Cake, we can do multiple things with it when it comes to trying to make money. The first thing we can do is just simply hold it and hope that the value is going to increase over time. As you can see today, Cake went 4.5%. So just simply holding Cake can generate profits, as the all-time high, if I recall right, is close to $44, $45. When we first started trading Cake, it was trading around $2 to $3 to give you an idea of the price volatility on it. Day and swing traders can opt to do multiple high-frequency trades on Cake, entering and exiting as price fluctuates. The other thing you can do with Cake is stake it and earn passive income in the form of interest. As we saw earlier, interest can be paid out in either Cake or a different token. However, I'm just going to focus on my interest being paid back in Cake. In order to do that, we're going to head back over to PancakeSwap and use their liquidity pool function. By going over to their PancakeSwap syrup pools, we can see a multitude of options when it comes to staking our Cake. Like I said earlier, we're going to focus on the AutoCAKE. The nice thing about AutoCAKE is it continuously restakes the cake that you earn, so it basically auto-compounds your interest. ManualCAKE would keep that cake in a side little waiting queue, essentially, and you would have to manually pull it out and restake it. This is very similar to what we see with the WEX and the WEX Poly token that I did a token tutorial on earlier. The AutoCAKE feature just kind of disables the hassle of having to go and claim your staked rewards and then restake it to earn additional income on those rewards. Now, one thing I also want to point out real quick is these AutoCAKE bounties that you can see up here. Notice there's 0.024 cake up to be claimed, which equates to about 34 cents. These are essentially free rewards that anyone can just randomly claim, and it's a byproduct of the syrup pool's liquidity functions. As we can see here, the bounty is a reward for providing services to users. When you successfully claim the bounty, you're also helping out by activating the AutoCAKE pool's compounding function for everyone. It essentially initiates the compound, and it consists of 0.05% of all the pending yield. Notice that when I clicked on it, the AutoCAKE bounty disappeared. That's because I was given that small, minute amount of cake. Keep in mind, it takes about 4 to 5 cents to actually produce the smart contract transaction. So as long as that cake value is over 4 or 5 cents at the time, you are given free cake. If it is under 4 cents, be careful because you could be losing a couple cents on a transaction fee, but you're still helping out the cake program, so feel good about that. Getting back to how to actually stake the cake, what you're going to want to first do is enable the pool. This allows you to actually physically put the cake into the pool and can be done by just clicking on this button. Clicking on the enable button is going to open up a smart contract, and as we can see, there's zero value in it but a little bit of fees. You are going to have to pay to open up the smart contract to initiate staking, but like I said, it's only 6 cents. You're going to get that back in a few hours worth of interest because you're earning over 100% APY in the AutoCAKE system. Once you actually enable it, we can see the stake button becomes accessible to us. This is how we're going to actually stake our cake. Click on that stake button and it'll bring up the stake transaction page. This is where you can input the amount of cake you want to stake. In this case, I'm just going to put 2 of our 2.18 balance. Again, leave a tiny amount for fees. Once you put in the amount you want to stake, you can hit the confirm button and that'll execute the smart contract call. As we can see here, the smart contract call had been executed and it'll take a couple seconds for it to go through. Once it is processed, and mine took about 1.5 minutes, you will see your cake staked balance. Now it says compounding because we're in the auto staked pool. So from here on out, we don't have to worry about going and claiming our rewards and restaking it. The platform just does it for us. At this point, we're ready just to sit back, hope that the value of cake raises, and earn our 105% APY interest. If you're looking at holding cake in the long term because you think that the value may appreciate from this $14 level that we're sitting at and maybe reach that $40 all-time high level, it may be a worthy idea to look into staking your cake. If you're going to be holding the coin in the long term regardless, might as well be earning interest on top of it. We can think of staking almost like a stock dividend if I wanted to really oversimplify it. But the only difference is our dividend's getting paid out technically daily, and it is a hell of a lot higher than a normal stock dividend or say a high yield savings account. The interest in DeFi is still astronomically high because we are still new. Another reason the interest is so crazy high is because there is a higher amount of risk involved with these DeFi platforms that are new. As we talked about earlier, we had an all-time high of around $45, and we are currently trading at 14, which is about a 66% retracement in the last couple of months. With that being said, if you're someone that does enjoy risk, the CAKE token may be one to look into. It's not the most high-risk asset when it comes to Binance Smart Chain DeFi platforms, as WEX or WEX Poly could definitely be classified as a higher risk version of PancakeSwap, and we already did a tutorial on how to do those. Me personally, I see CAKE being a longer hold regardless as DeFi and the DeFi platforms continue to expand and grow adoption. The Binance Smart Chain is one of the leaders when it comes to Ethereum competition, and PancakeSwap could be arguably one of the leaders of the Binance Smart Chain. This is going to be going up head-to-head against your Uniswaps or Sushi Swaps, which are on the Ethereum chain. And as you can see by our example, our fees were incredibly small and the transaction times were incredibly fast. Had this been on the Ethereum network, probably 4 or 5% of my entry position would have had to been dedicated to fees. And that's not even that much considering gas fees right now are incredibly low on the Ethereum network. Had this been a few months ago, those gas fees would have been closer to 40 or 50% of the transaction's cost in fees. That's one of the reasons why I like the Binance Smart Chain platform so much. The lower fees on the Binance Smart Chain just makes it a lot more user-friendly. It's also a lot more optimal for high-frequency traders. These traders are looking to get in and out of positions quickly and rapidly and profit on the frequency of their trades and not just the percentage move of one good trade. Having high fees like that can eat into profit potentials over the long term, and it's one of the main reasons why I really love the Binance Smart Chain. With that being said, that's really all you need to know in order to get the CAKE token and how to stake it. When you're ready to unstake your CAKE, you can simply hit the minus button here and pull your CAKE back out via another contract. This will put the CAKE back into your trust wallet, which you can then use the swap feature to convert back to Binance Coin or possibly a different altcoin. You can also choose to put it into stable coins. The choice is up to you, but the process is essentially the same, only in reverse. You're going to unstake and then just simply swap back. I hope today was informative for you and helped you out, but I do understand that yield farming and DeFi can be confusing. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comments and I'll make sure to get to them as quick as I can. If you enjoyed today's video or feel like you got value from it, I would really appreciate if you hit that thumbs up button. And as always, if you want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm going to try and be doing a token tutorial or crypto basics style video every day or so. I will be posting my upcoming stock and crypto watch list in my Discord. So if you want to get those free alerts and signals, the link is in the description. By following my trade signals, you can potentially profit along with me as I enter and exit trades. They're all posted real time and live, and I make sure to go into as much detail as I can. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great day. My name is Sugar, and this is Token Tutorials.